Hello, this is Dr. Alberg, and I'd like to welcome you back to our course, Introduction to Reinforcement Learning, Motion Control. The topic of our lecture is artificial intelligence level. What we see here on the left-hand side is a definition of artificial intelligence. What it says is that it is a branch of computer science, which is focusing on building and managing technology that can learn to autonomously make decisions and carry out actions on behalf of human beings. It also says that AI is not a single technology, and this definition comes from Technopedia. Now, what we see here on the pyramid are the levels of artificial intelligence. It starts at the movability, motion ability, which is done by mechanical engineers. Then it goes to a higher level, which is the sensing ability, done by electrical engineers. And then the learning ability, which is defined as the ability to adapt to changing environment, is actually done by computer scientists. These team members are the common team members that are being used in the development of a product which is using PID, Proportional Integral Derivative Motion Controller. Now, higher on the artificial intelligence level, we have the ability to make decisions. And on top of that, we have the ability to optimize our decision making. In other words, if we have several options to make decisions, we choose the best option. At the top of the pyramid, we have the creative thinking. And I personally do not believe that creative thinking will ever be an ability of a humanoid or a robot, autonomous vehicle, space shuttle. It will always be done by a human being that will control them. Now, in a development process, we start with creative thinking of the market needs. And this comes from the business administration and market managers. And it goes down in a reinforcement learning process to the system analyst. And the system analyst is taking the need and simulating it using software such that it can mimic and animate what needs to be done with many variables, many parameters, and validate that that simulation could go further into the reinforcement learning training. If we cannot simulate the environment properly, then the training is not going to be done right. Once the simulation is done and validated, then it goes to the artificial intelligence specialist when we're dealing with reinforcement learning, motion controller development. And that artificial intelligence expert is taking that simulation, it runs it, it uses the so-called critics and actors that we take a look at them later in the course in the reinforcement learning agents. This is their specialty. And finally, they come up with a neural network controller. And the neural network controller has hundreds of parameters that were optimized, not like three PID parameters that were tuned. Once these parameters are optimized, they actually downloaded into the motion controller, which is being developed with the sensing and the mechanics of it by the folks that typically doing a PID. So once the neural network controller was deployed by these two folks, then the machine can operate as if it was a reinforcement, as if it was a PID motion controller. The technologies which are involved with artificial intelligence include Industry 4, which is all the equipment that go in industrial manufacturing. It includes IoT to sense the signals of the environment, of the state, and transfer them to cloud via 5G communication, fast communication. I also personally think that cryptocurrency should also be part of the technology, which is going to be employed in reinforcement learning product development. And that is because there are a lot of iteration processes which are involved in the development of reinforcement learning products. And in order to shorten time to the markets, we should have the capability to click a button and get part replacement rather than going through the standard procedure. We should also recall that the technology that we're dealing with are part of the technological singularity era, which means that very singularity means we've taken a number, dividing it by a very short time of 0 and getting to infinity. And that means that with the artificial intelligence capabilities and all the supporting technology, innovation is being developed at very high rate. And what we're doing in this course is just the first step, and hopefully we'll follow up with the additional innovations related to this, and we'll take part of it. With that, I'd like to thank you for listening, and I look forward to see you in our next lesson. Thank you.